I'm messing like Bruce Wayne. He cannot kick it cause I ain't no Luke Kane. He stuck in something like my city Luke Kane. He catch me riding on cherry and Wisconsin. Harry and Johnson, I'm looking like I said. He's the one and I'm speaking like all day. No one big boy that gets me so prosper. But I got like 6'6" on my chopper. Hit you with tips, you ain't wanna be your nose. I ain't gonna touch you, that's why I got cold. I ain't little burners, but they love the smoke. I'll blaze you up cause you know where they fold. Demons on demons on demons.
Leonard draws the double. Here we are, late in the year. RJ, what's this time of the schedule feel like for a player?
Everybody's a little banged up. That's just part of it. You're going to be at about 75% of your strength right now. But that's what makes it fun. Push yourself further than the next guy.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Sexton is out there with Hero. And it's Washington.
We at war, so you know I pick the tech up. Already know I leave them holy. Devil got no choice but to pick a vest up. I like this one,
.156 left to play in the second quarter. And Legs, is someone who has seen some of the great perimeter defenders over the years. Who's the best you've ever seen?
Well, the best defense, Brian, I ever played against were those mid-90s Bulls teams when you had to go up against Jordan and Pippen on either wing. And then more modern-day players like Drew Holiday, even a guy like Tony Allen when he was in Memphis, they stand out to me as well.
First team all defense, Tony Allen.
Year in, year out, a nightmare to go up against.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Colin Sexton out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Washington in at the small forward position. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Thunder really lit up the floor. He dropped an amazing number of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. That night will be etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Oh, great stuff, Allen.
And they stare. Back to the wheel, man, I can't even stare. Running for cuts like I'm running from air. Devil wants to try me, come on, man, I dare. Demons run out, let it drum like a snare. Can't stay at the flip, gotta walk in the spear. Came from the hood, now I live in the birds. I saw the Lord, I don't care what you heard. Came from the streets like I'm next to the curb. Elders won't judge me, that get on my nerves. Been through a lot, so I live and I learn. You wanna blow me, you got what you turn. God be the judge, now the court is adjourned. It'll keep trying, I'm not gonna beat you.
There's a minute left to play in the first half. Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Down in the block.
I bleed it. So blessing the beat and I beat it. Hey, yo, they be the name, you should know me. I've been running the beats from the police. Hey, lock on the game.
It'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Hero out there with Sexton. And it's Washington in at the small forward position. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Golden State moving it around. And again, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
And Kuminga comes to help. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
It's hard for them to cut into this lead when he's firing zeros. All period, he's been so cold.
And MP gets it to go on the assist by Gordon. Olsen's got 49 points in the game. Hero looking around. It'll count, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's MP making things happen for the Warriors. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebound. Ben right after this.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
Well, I think for the Warriors, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part, the postseason. Every team is going to get them.
And switching it up now, guys, there's some edge to MP's game tonight, don't you think?
One guy stands out so far tonight, and you know who it is. MP is calling for the ball every trip up the floor and showing what he's capable of.
Huge first half. We'll see if they keep going to, which seems like a lot. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
My children shall be protected. They shall be covered if they choose me. This is the word of God.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Doris, you were a great ball handler in your day. So with that in mind, do you think players are carrying the ball too much now?
Kev, this is such a hot topic. Carrying the basketball is when the ball ends up directly on the pond. The closest we get to that is what we call the hang dribble for players. They're trying to extend the possession so that they can read the defense. To me, that's the only point of concern.
Nick Richards out there with Kuminga. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Alston in at the point. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Thunder was outstanding. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. In stretches, he was absolutely down. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contribution. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human super.
I got a chopper that spray when I pray. Jesus see when I be serving you.
About a minute played here in the second half. Nick Richards out there.
I cannot break like a flip phone. Jesus, he is like hard. I'm gonna keep killing him. Going on. He's so weak like a pop tart. Jesus, he gave me a head start. Yeah. Wait, run that back. They said a Christian couldn't do it, so I did this. Got a bunch of devils written on my head list. I found out Jews are fake and Jesus really black.
Yeah.
Go figure, Hebrew Israelites got something right. That don't take away the fact that Jesus king. Nah.
They don't give him full salary?
Come back, they gonna scream, yeah. It's a paradise, we living in the matrix,
He has.
Paradigm, ain't not many gonna make it,
They're not paying a good amount of money? That's terrible. They're supposed to. They're supposed to give him full salary. They're not getting him full salary. That just don't seem right to me.
Look at me, you know,
And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. PA here about 3 level score. But is it just 3 levels?
That's a great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in
I got that paper and trying to the middle. Now house full of people, I'm still on myself. Yeah, what you did, I'ma do what I do. Hey, I got ski them on they way for that. We free, but you pay for that. Said her name and I'm aiming for that. Blood so strong.
Kuminga is out there with Nick Richards. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. And it's MP in at the point. That's the Warriors 5. And we're seeing teams now that have found success with twin towers inside. What's behind that, Tim?
Well, there's a big difference between positionless basketball and small ball. Key is, if you can be big and skilled, that's a pretty tough combination to match up with.
No matter how the game changes, rebounding is always going to be a factor.
It's always key.
You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, B.A., the kind of stat stuffing we've only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Thunder was outstanding. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Great report there, Allie. It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Man, that is a little risky there by Kuminga, but man, what a finish. That's just awesome.
And so Hero will bring it up for the LA Clippers. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Washington outside. Misses the three. Here's Golden State. They're on a 12-4 run. And here's MP from outside. Nails it from three. Austin's got 57 points.
He has yet to miss a single shot. What a night he's having.
The three from Washington.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Porter is out there with MP. Then it's Kuminga. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. And it's Richards in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
He's trying to flip the script here, but guys, he cannot find any level of consistency.
And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Thunder was outstanding. He dropped an amazing number of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. Great, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
Kevin, something we've only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the
What a fancy finish.
And Doris, I heard a famous coach talking about, quote, the human nature things that a team has to beat before they even get on the court. Can you talk about that?
Oh, Kevin, it's such a great point. So, for instance, is the team in it collectively? Do they care who's getting the shots, the rebounds, and the attention from the media? Or are they about the team and collective success? Human nature is a part of this.
Yep, it counts.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Richard's got a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Leonard the bounce pass. Hero from long range. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint.
Stay humble, yeah. Tell them all you stay back. Pretty my God like devil man like that. I just left like half. Talk about when you get that. First I know it's why. Something like a nap. How you pray. Taught me how to do stunts like I'm Kurt Cobain. Taught me how to hit targets to split their brains. Open arms to a heaven.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Tyler Hero is out there with Colin Sexton, and it's Washington in at the small forward position. Now here's Leonard. No points so far.
Boy, Kuminga, this man is explosive at both ends of the floor.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know, the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that again.
And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras can start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment. They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Thunder really lit up the floor. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Thanks as always, Allie. Great report. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs...
I went place, triple cut, we were patient. Put it in both takes, you know I got paid. Don't go big on none of my, we all look major. We all got ice and chains on, but this not. Rose, what's got stars? Black, boy, I got balls. So tattoo on my arm, with a bag, no palm. Made like a machine.
Cause you look at me like I'm a clown. I don't care what you think. If I start at the bottom, I'm picking it up right now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Colin Sexton is out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Washington in at the small forward. Now, here's MG. Non-stop scoring machine here.
and perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Be a passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in LA, they're no longer designed for second foot.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Oklahoma City was all business.
You catch me riding on chariots, gossip. Carrying choppers of bullets like gossip. All day.
So it's Los Angeles now, and great passing so often the thing that separates the good from the great. Who, for your money, Tim, is the best in the association?
Well, what's crazy, B.A., is I think the top of the list belongs to a center. Right, Nikola Jokic, to me, an all-time talent, still in his prime, and his playmaking ability, unquestionably, the best we have ever seen at the center position.
Never seen any player like him. He's amazing.
Maybe never will, either.
They've got Nick Richards. MP is out there with Michael Porter, and it's Bufkin in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Thunder really lit up the floor. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. His numbers from that game jumped off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Yeah, spot on, Allie. It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
Gordon, he's checked in for the Warriors. Black comes in for Porter Jr. Sexton passes to Hero.
They ain't got no peace, cause they ain't wanna get for free. I ain't get my life for free, cause Jesus died to pay for me. Put a scripture in the rap, cause parables on the beat. Serving up the spirit, can't get filled when you hear him speak. People want that food in their veins when I'm serving free. They say getting rid of pain, Tylenol got some beef. Big pack of freedom out the church, looking like a trap. I'll be pissing demons off in the verse, damn near really man. Holy Spirit breaking all the curses, you won't get it back. Good mind, getting Bible service, VIP the pack. Truth set you free when you confess, so don't lie about that. I don't even have to lie, cause what you gonna do about that? Holy Spirit baptize me, yeah, I got the bougie pass. Yeah.
I like this one, guys.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Tyler Hero up there with Colin Sexton. And it's Washington in at the 3 spot. MB with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a bench joker.
You know, DB, I heard some NBA officials talking about having a feel for the game and them drawing a line between playing aggressive and playing rough. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, Kev, this is so fascinating to me because we've seen a reversion back to a little bit more of a physical game. But without some definitive guidelines, it makes the official's job harder.
And it's the Clippers ball. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Oklahoma City was all business. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all his skills. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Great stuff, Allie. We thank you. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Clippers with the ball after the Warriors pick up 3. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 6. the run. Here's Zubac.
And so Sexton will bring it up for Los Angeles. Trying to find the spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
I see the people trying to bring them with me.
Yeah? My room is 86 degrees in here. Pressure it. No, I'm just checking. That there was a bug on my door. At the bottom. I think it's 87, I think. 80? Yes, sir. What's the temperature outside? Mom, that's incorrect. Google just said it's 80. It's 87. Hey Google, what's the temperature outside? You can't ask Google, you can ask your phone.
you want to go down to LSPD real quick, and we can do it there. Okay, sounds good. Yes, sir. It's gonna be awesome. Yep, you know, you're not in. You would like to meet us at LSPD. Good. Then I'm so excited. Copy that. Charlie 12 and Charlie 46 are at station. Hey, Lee 2K, I see you. Give me 1 second. I'll get you a sub. Lee 2K.
I might as well.
What did you say, buddy?
I said there's another warrant that's been signed. 13 to 2. Want to hit this guy too at some point?
Who is it?
They still got that board down there. You want to pick them up? TJ.
He with the game?
Yeah, I see they have a check. They're free return.
Charlie 12, good. Chat, we're 5 followers away, TikTok. 5 followers away, TikTok. Zach, thank you guys again. Hey, Kill, I love you, brother. Kev, I love you, Bobby. Hey, Mr. Blue Collar, dude, thank you for giving a new person a sub, bro. Let's go! TJ is not.
TJ Stone, correct.
TJ Stone, S-T-O-N-E?
Yes.
And we're trying to figure out DJ City. What's his work for? Dude, I got the best family on the app.
13 to Charlie 12. Sure. Just out of curiosity, are you seeing
Thank you for giving
So wait.
Yeah, you're
Put this back on my bed. I'm gonna check by myself.
Manufacturer, distribution, arms, ammo, gas.
Where's my other sock?
Search warrants for this vehicle.
What is it? What car is it? Who wrote that warrant?
Paul.
Hey guys, we're about 2 miles out from his house. Can we get one more of the marshals to go down on that compound, man? Please don't let them see you, but if y'all could go down towards that compound and start scouting that out. His area will stay down range. We're going to search warrant if we can locate this guy. The guy Brandon.
I was one. Here's my other one. Good luck.
3 followers away, chat. Hey, TikTok, we need 3 more people from the TikTok.
H Max house socks. I probably have other ones. So.
BS, Monty, Dino, Elevated,
I found it. Not the same sock, but then it's a different sock.
I'm not going to stop her from it. Chat, let's take one.
Ugh. I'm gonna wash my feet. Ugh. My feet is nasty. My feet is nasty.
So far, a local gun shop says there were 6 U.S. martial agents in the parking lot. We might go down there.
Why is my temperature going up? Not down. What, Kobe? Go. Kobe. Go. Yes, it is.
On the floor for the Clippers, Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Tyler Hero is out there with Colin Sexton, and it's Washington in at the 3, small forward. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Thunder really lit up the floor. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff there, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, B.A. That's just not fair.
Sinks the tray.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Double team on Leonard. Now here's Sexton, guarded closely. Launches it. And he goes in for the dunk.
It's never easy trying to stop Sexton. I love watching him bounce off the defense and finish in style.
From deep, MP connects again from distance. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
The BA, he's on fire.